First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Who is in this gospel bride, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is Aki of Mahaloya coming back with another lesson. Lord's will to be edifying, to feed the hopeful elect, the hopeful lambs. This is titled Any Day Now. Okay? Any day now. Based on the scripture, and behold, I come quickly to give every man according to his works. I seen the elder brother Amawan Gabar Salaki, brother. He did a lesson titled being mentally prepared to go off the grid. Now I didn't look at the video, not yet at least, but just knowing the spirit that is coming in, knowing that any day now we gonna have to walk away from this shit we call life. Okay, because right now, you know what's so spiritual about it all? I was at work printing out some papers. I had went into the office and print out some papers. So one of the directors, she got on the elevator with me. She said, "Are you going to the mental health ordeal?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? It's like a meeting?" Because I'm in this class to try to get like these service learning hours for this new position I took. So I'm trying to learn as much as I can. And she said, "Yeah, it's a mental health thing downstairs." She said, I'm like, "I'm a bit hungry." I'm like, "Nah, I think I'm gonna go home." And she's like, "Well, they got snacks and all that other stuff." So I'm like, "All right, cool. I'll go down there." So I go down to the lower level, and it's like this, it's like the lower level conference room. And they got it laid out like a spa type setting because, to kind of relax you. And it's basically an hour break when everybody kind of get together and talk and eat snacks and kind of vent or sleep, do what the hell you want to do. And I didn't understand it for a minute. I'm like, okay, well, this must be some type of speaker coming. But no, it was just like a mental health break. So one of these Edomites was sitting at the table with me, and he introduced himself. And he got to talking about how he run these programs, how he taught behavioral health. And, Esau, he wants to sound all intelligent and shit. But when I was listening to him, basically people are burnt the fuck out. Because he was going into the whole concept of AI. And to show you how the Most High is so cold-blooded, because I go in there with a white t-shirt, had the fun on, had my hat on and shit. Jake dressed in comfortable attire. And by them working in a setting of a so-called health setting, they all kind of got the casual clothes on and shit like that. I went in as is, and we was talking and engaging, and they didn't expect me to know as much as I knew about the technocracy, about the health systems and all this other shit. And back in my mind, I'm like, you just don't know who the Most High sets up around you. You just never know who they're dealing with. But basically, long story short, these people, they're ready to lose it, man. Okay, these people are on the verge of losing it because I was basically specifying on life, work, and lifestyle balance, which they totally don't have here. America's a slave-driven culture, okay? And these people have been totally depleted mentally from their well-being. So therefore, only thing they know is work, work, work. And this is the type of witchcraft Esau has put on the people. So when the brother did that lesson, call Lord Yahweh Shai 144. That's the water Yahweh Shai. But when the brother did the lesson, basically speaking that, hey, we're gonna have to separate from this place. It ain't gonna be no thing for us because we're part of that burnout. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I'm mentally drained from all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm mentally tired of Esau. I'm tired of dealing with the word. I'm tired of waking up in these bodies, man. We're fucking exhausted, man. But it's the spirit that keeps us going. So when he did that lesson, and out of all the videos that's coming out about the collapse of the US dollar, the CBDC systems, Fed now, the pilot programs, man, the war in the Middle East, man, the war in Ukraine, which will soon be the war in the Middle East, man, my spirit just lit up. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. We in them times, and that's a beautiful thing because we're finally getting ready to meet the one who you call Christ, which his name is Yahweh Shai in the ancient Hebrew, man. The fuck are you blowing at, nigga? I got over a long time ago, demon. But we're getting ready to meet our Savior, man, finally. And this shit is gonna be all like a bad fucking dream, man. All a bad dream, brothers, man. Because honestly, this is like a fucking nightmare. We running a rat race to go to work to make shekels that they're gonna tax 30%. The elder brother did a video on child support and Lord's will. I'm able to piggyback on a more thorough video about that because I understand his pain and frustration dealing with Title 4 fucking D, man. I know brothers personally that's dealing with that shit. And me personally, I pay child support, but I'm not like in a fucked up predicament because, Lord, had mercy on me. But still, just the fact that I'm even dealing with that shit is just oppression, period. You know what I'm saying? It ain't to the point it's gonna make me homeless, but it can. You know, if Esau decides to get stupid, you know, and it's just like, what the fuck we gonna do? We gotta get out of here. That's why it's titled Any Day Now, man, that the Most High is gonna drop America like a bad fucking habit. Because these people here, they're proud as hell. Just sitting at the round table with those people, and you had two nigga women that was down there. It was two Jakes, two Jake nigga women, an Edomite and an Issacharite Momo. He was basically a Momo. He was a soy boy. And I'm sitting at the round table, and these people swapping down, they on some fucking level because they speak a so-called etiquette speech, you know, of talking proper. But most of these people, man, they just regurgitate shit, and they're just trying to fit in. You know what I'm saying? Playing the fucking role. And I, like, why you feel out of place for? The spirit like, look, man, you're above these people. You let all this fair speech and all this corporate bullshit make you feel like you less than, because you a king, man, and you brothers should feel like that. You know, this world don't dictate us. It don't define us, man. It don't define us. It doesn't dictate us, you know, because these people, they getting ready to be destroyed anyway. You know, they can hide behind their careers and their jobs and their fucking cars and their money. This shit is going to be obsolete, because you know what? As much of a slave culture as this is, these people are going to sleepwalk right into the mark of the beast, man. And I guarantee you, 95% of these people are going to take the RFID chip. The 1% is going to be the men of the Lord and the hopeful elect. The other 4% is going to be people that just don't want to deal with it, period. Okay? But 95% of these people are going to take the MOTB because they've been programmed to do so. You know? Like, and when the Edomite was speaking, he was basically stating like he can't sit down, he can't focus. Every time he sits down, he's doing something, he's moving around. And I'm like, yeah, because this is a sick culture. This is what technology done to you. This is what this system has done to you. You don't have time for yourself. You know, and when we got to break it down the technocracy of this fourth industrial revolution, they was like, wow, you know, this guy actually know what the fuck he's talking about. You damn right we know what the fuck we're talking about, because we got the Spirit of the Lord dealing with us, man. Like, this guy, we had so many doctorate degrees, but I can literally sit up there and out explain the shit that he's trying to explain. Because, hey, the Lord said, hey, the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Okay? The Lord imparted his men with a certain amount of wisdom to be able to navigate out here. So if that demon was to come up to the camp, he'd be totally confounded, because we know everything that you're going to talk about. And we're actually skilled and versed in these things. I don't need to get a fucking doctorate in behavioral health to know how fucking bugged out people is. I didn't have to go and study AI, or I didn't have to go to school for or to get a degree in technology, or whatever the hell you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to go get a tech degree to know understand how these systems. Well, we have a this shit works, man, because they can tell you how it works, but they can't tell you that how they're not going to be in bondage to it. They can't tell you that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beautiful thing about the men of the Lord, man. You know? So, hey, call Allah Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Any day now. And I pray that the Lord finally take this place out, because it's old, it's tiring, you know, it's stupid, man. It's dumb. Everybody's here is faking it till they fucking make it. The kids are out of order, man. You know, parents on the way of having mental breaks. It's a fucking it's a shit show here. You know, and I understand a lot of what he was saying about not being able to really sit down and rest, because we're all are on time, man. It's like this time, this kingdom, it overly stresses you out to the point you're in your mindset or your mind, you have what they call dopamine hormones in your mind. You're overly fucking active, man, and you don't have a time to actually sit down and process shit. And this is the way Esau wants it. He don't want to give you a chance to process certain things, so therefore he can take advantage of you being vulnerable, man. Because sometimes you just got to sit down in the room and look at the wall and process and be like, what the fuck is really going on here? Sometimes you may have to do that, you know. And if you're not doing that, then, you know, hey, you're pretty much you're on mental fatigue, you know. Yeah, that's right, brother. Khan. Hey, Shalom, Akim. How about you, man? Yeah, that's right, brother. The brother Yanazar. Shalom, brother. Isaiah 33:6. It says, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times. That's right. So going back into the beloved brother's video, you know, just speculating on what he went into, we're going to be stable in that day because we understand the faith of the Lord. Okay, we understand that if we have to go off the grid, even if brothers may not be highly skilled on, you know, learning certain survival tactics, the fact that the Lord is going to take care of us. And that's the spirit, because I was talking to the brother earlier today, and we was on the phone rapping. I'm like, yeah, we gonna get everybody together, and we gonna teach them basic survival shit, man. How to start fires and purifying water and all this other stuff. I'm like, we gonna teach the brothers in the camp how to do that, just in case they may have to do some things like that. Just in case you may have to spend a night or two in the woods and you may need something to drink. How to start fires, you know what I'm saying? All these things, these are good things to know. Okay, now we're not saying that if you don't know those things, the Lord ain't gonna be with you, because of course the Lord is gonna be with us. But it just helps when you have a tribe with you, especially if you got kids and shit. You got children, you got to keep them as mentally stable as possible, because if the kids start bugging out, then that's when everything just falls apart. It's no different than a damn woman. When a woman loses faith, you can fucking forget about it, man. So it's just good to have that mindset of detaching from this place. Because honestly speaking, brothers, when we finally detach from America, you're gonna feel a relief. You're literally gonna feel a relief, because you ain't gonna be worried about no child support garnishments. You're not gonna worry about the IRS trying to tax you to death. You're not gonna worry about how to get up and go to work. Okay? Like I tell anybody, I say I would rather fight every day for my life physically before I live like a free slave. And I mean that shit, man. Because when Jacob's trouble commences, hey, it's gonna go there. Okay, it's gonna go there because martial law. Then you're gonna have these private militias among the citizens. These people that believe in their constitutional rights. These people, they're gonna literally take it there with the men of the Lord, and they're gonna take it there with the government. And then we gotta worry about wicked ass niggas, man. Wicked ass jakes that's gonna come against us. Like right now, you got a group of butthurt niggas, okay, that got together, that drove miles or flew miles over Babylon just to talk shit about GMS. Which that whole goddamn unity camp, that drunk unity, that was a fucking joke, man. You guys ought to be ashamed of yourself. And half of you dudes in that camp, you only came together being mad at Great Millstones because you didn't never cross over into the camp. And you got one guy individually, he's so pissed off, he's with everybody that comes against us. 1 minute he's solidifying a King David nigga, they get into it, and all of a sudden now he's with these other guys that's bugging out, talking shit about us when you don't even know the ins and outs. You know what I'm saying? Scriptures say, examine a matter before you judge it. But because you mad at you and your emotions, you do dumb shit. And you guys ain't gonna make it through Jacob's trouble, man, with that type of spirit. Majority of you don't even prophesy anymore. But you talk shit about men that don't give 2 fucks about you. Just a bunch of reprobates, man. But regardless of that, it's neither here nor there. That's their lot. Let them do what they gotta do. Survival tactics are important. Yeah, very. That's right, brothers. But like I said, the Lord, he's going to take care of us, because it tells you that even that the beast in the field should be in league with us, man. And it says, the famine thou shalt laugh. So even through the midst of the folly and all the hell, the Lord is still going to take care of us, because a lot of us are going to be in the midst of this chaos anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say that the remnant of Jacob should be in the midst of many people as a dew from the Lord, man. And he should tear and tread them to pieces as a young lion. So when we get that spirit, okay, it ain't going to be nothing to purify water with a thought, or to heal a brother by thinking or laying hands on him. That's gonna be like it's gonna be like second nature to us, brothers. You know what I'm saying? And once you believe that and you know that, you ain't got nothing to worry about, which we don't have anything to worry about now. Just keeping your integrity, keeping your mind single, keeping your eyes single towards your Yahweh. This is all we got to do, and then hey, the Lord, he's gonna do the rest. All right. So if you ain't really hung, if you don't know how to pitch tent, or if you don't know how to start a fire or purify water, you know what I'm saying? Don't beat yourself up about it, man. Because honestly speaking, we didn't grow up doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I grew up in the fucking hood, man. We wasn't going camping. My mother didn't get our lazy ass up and decide to take me shooting from the thing. And half the time, my father, he was around, but then again, he wasn't around because of the shit he was going through with her. So we didn't have no role models outside of niggas that we grew up with. And I mean, they teach you basic hood survival shit, which only goes so far. And then learning how to fight, and stuff like that. But overall, it's just really the spirit of the Lord. Lord gonna put you in predicaments that you're gonna learn from certain things. May give you a particular illness so you can understand your illness and you will be able to heal yourself. Lord works in mysterious ways, man. He puts you in situations to build up other men. Because sometimes the way you live your life could be a testimony into other men. And that's why Yahweh Shai said, let your light shine forth before men. Because the things we do in our daily lives, you don't realize how you're reaching certain people. How certain things you say can spark an interest in people's spirits, man. So keep that in mind, brothers. A couple more precepts here. And I'm gonna get to my destination first, then I'm gonna read the rest of the precepts, and we'll take it from there. But yeah, man. But going back any day now, the chip, brothers. I just believe, me personally, and I could be wrong about this, but I believe this year we're gonna see a collapse of the dollar because they're talking about it too much. This is the same thing back in 2008, before the real estate crisis, the crisis then, the subprime mortgages and so forth. When everything went down, they were speaking on it heavily before it happened, for the most part. Now everybody and their mother talking about this fucking dollar getting ready to fall apart. And then they rolled out the Fed Now pilot program, which is roughly 12.5 weeks up until June or July. And then by then, they're trying to make everything digital. So certain banks are going offline because they're doing away with basically giving out cash. Stores like Panera Bread, Amazon Smart, these particular stores, hey, a lot of them, they not even accepting cash anymore in certain states. So sooner than later, man, you know, shit, we ain't gonna be able to do what we, hey, it's gonna be a wrap. And that's a beautiful thing because, hey, that means that the C-HIP is on its way. Because once that happens, that means that another crisis is on its way, you know? And when that happens, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is gonna roll. All right? Romans 13:11. And I hate this fucking stream, man. They don't even show me the whole scripture. Romans 13:11, it says, and that knowing that the time now is high time to wake up out of sleep, for our salvation is nearer than what we believe, right? You know, wake up. But you got guys out there that's totally in la-la land, man. They're still scoffing here. You got bro, it's so much shit happening in the fucking world to the point you can't even begin to even fathom or cover every event. Like in a group chat, we're part of this group chat with the, you know, with the heads and so forth. And bro, when I go in there, I'm like, how the hell do you brothers, bro, like literally, bro, we probably send 1,000 messages or two throughout all the brothers, man, a day. And I'm like, do you motherfuckers got jobs? Do you work? Do you got families? You know, because there's so much information being circulated through the chat. And bro, when I say that there's so much prophecy literally happening in the world, man, it just like, it fucks with my spirit, because it's like I want to talk about everything. But the spirit like, dude, just do what you got to do, man, because you got, that's what you have a body for. You know what I'm saying? You have a body because what you can't go into, they can go into. But me, man, I want to get the edification out to the particular brothers that watch me, because I know everybody that follow other brothers don't really necessarily watch our videos all the time because there's so many brothers, you know. But just getting that information out to the flock and to you brothers, man, to keep you informed, you know, that's a heavy job, and it's not light. It's very tiresome, man. But there's so much shit happening in the world today, bro. You got niggas that want to scoff against us, man. Bro, why you worried about us for? Go do the work of the Most High. That's why the Lord said, hey, it says that the, roughly paraphrasing it, it says that the laborers are few, but it states, and this is how I know we got to get out of here, bro, because I'm mentally fucking tired. But it says, pray that the Lord send forth laborers in the vineyard, you know, because it goes into how the laborers are few, but the work is plenteous. You have a lot of work out here that needs to be done. You got a lot of fields out here that can be plowed, but yet men want to scoff and complain about bitch shit. Bro, you got literally protests and riots in Israel, bro, fucking Greece, France, Nigeria. Okay, people are protesting here. Yesterday, I ran into a protest in Kansas City due to the school shootings, man. I mean, these are all things that we could be speaking about, but you want to take your hard-earned time and talk about a bunch of men that don't give a fuck about you. You know, it's just, but, you know, everybody got to play their role in prophecy. All right, but anyway, going forth. 2nd Esdras 16:40. Oh, my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be as pilgrims upon the earth, right? We're going to have to move around. We ain't going to just be able to just stay in one spot. We're going to have to move around and be on the prowl, so to speak, because martial law, you know, you're going to have people that's breaking and entering. This society is going to literally be chaotic from point A to point Z. You ain't going to be able to just sit in your crib and hide under the bed with a baseball bat. No, the Lord going to say, look, y'all got to get out. Y'all going to move here, and we're going to be constantly moving place to place. And they showed you that in that movie, The Road, you know, constantly moving around, you know. 2nd Esdras 9:1, it says, lights out, devil. And he answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, And when thou seest the part of the science past, which I have told thee before. All right, that's right. Measuring the time, going into those prophecies, paying attention. The Lord said, therefore, pray and watch. All right, so watch what's happening, man. You know, pay attention to the prophecies. You know, but yeah, brothers, man. Got to get back in this spot, bro. Finish this day up, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in the gospel, brother, lifting up the stern of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. And with that, Lord's will, you will edify into the next lesson. Shalom and a ball to the next lesson. Shalom.